Let's talk about a subject you get asked a lot about and bodybuilding is known for, steroids. And I'm sure this is the second conversation you have in the line at the grocery store. Talk to me about steroids in bodybuilding, and do you do steroids?
Yeah, steroids, this is the second most, probably the first most actually. The first most is always like the protein thing, right? And then I come back and tell them that plants have a lot of protein. So then the second assumption is that like, oh yeah, well you don't need protein when you take steroids, right? So it's steroids and bodybuilding have always had a tight connection, but the misconception is that steroids give you automatic results, right? People tend to think that anybody that has some type of muscle mass has taken steroids, which is not the case. I mean, you see, there's plenty of examples that people have never even needed to take steroids because they actually put in the work, they put in the effort. The problem is that the bar has been set so low nowadays because we have cases of people taking steroids, people being exposed for using drugs or whatever at like elite levels, Lance Armstrong or like boxers or whoever, NFL athletes.
MMA fighters.
MMA fighters, yeah. So people just...
The entire Olympic Russian team.
Yeah, that was a crazy documentary. I know which one you're talking about, yeah.
Right.
So it's just like, people just have this natural perception that all athletes are on steroids. So they think it is a necessity to do anything athletic. Bodybuilding in particular, because bodybuilders have to build mass. But what people don't realize is that you don't need it. What happens is people tend to rely on supplements and rely on steroids for an excuse or for an easy way out. They want to avoid the work. But it really just boils down to putting in the work, so you don't need them. I'm not the biggest guy. I'm 180 pounds, 5'9". I started lifting seriously 4 years ago when I started bodybuilding and actually monitoring my nutrition, training program, everything else. So I gained maybe 20 pounds in 4 years. So you do the math, it's 5 pounds a year.
Right, which is still pretty impressive for mass and everything.
Yeah, but it's like, it's a very reasonable rate.
Yeah.
It's not like I went up 30 pounds in a couple months, So it's like, just realistically, if you are consistent with everything you do, there's no reason to take them. But unfortunately, social media perpetuates this, this notion as well, because it's all you see. It's all you see nowadays. So like, I'll post a picture and 9 out of 10 comments, it's like I'm talking about how great veganism is, and I'm like providing them with everything that I do, and people just want to tend to say, no, this guy's on steroids. Bro, like I just told you exactly what to do. Like, do it, try it for yourself, and see for yourself what kind of results you get. But people just don't want to believe it, And when you see comments from other people saying like, this guy's on steroids, people who read the comments believe it. And what happens is then in their mind, they think that, yeah, you do have to take steroids to build any kind of muscle. So it's just it exposes the limiting mindset of the person making the comment. Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of people do steroids, but it's not necessary even to become a professional bodybuilder.
Is it frustrating for you?
Of course, yeah, of course, because I'm, as much as I try to be humble, I do have an ego too, so I'm very proud of the work that I do as well. So, I'm out here trying to spread positivity. I'm trying to spread a message that I really believe in, and then it's just one thing people can throw at you to try and chop you down.